Now, a gutter snipe. I thought that was a made up term, like if I say like bear rilla or scutterbug. But that's an actual thing.
It is.
Who made that? Who did that?
As Future would say, she's for the streets. And that's a gutter snipe. She's for the streets.
Okay. Give me the definition, Callie. Because I heard it from you first, I think.
Trash ass, trifling ass bitch. That's my definition of a gutter snipe.
Damn, you put the possessive pronoun. So that's not the definition. That's your definition.
Yeah, I mean, you won't find that in the Urban Dictionary, a trash ass bitch. But you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That is what I take it to be, is a gutter snipe. That's how I heard it, and that's how I heard it in the context of that.
Tiff?
Mm-hmm. It's a gutter snipe, and the definition is a scruffy or badly behaved child that spends most of the time on the streets. And she's for the streets, technically, but she's for the streets.
Okay. Where y'all getting the definition from?
If you go
That's
and
what
look,
I'm
it's in the
saying.
Oxford Dictionary. It's in the Oxford Dictionary.
Okay. Webster says
Right.
gutter snipe, a person who wanders from place to place with no permanent place of residence, especially an outcast boy or girl in the streets of a city. A person of low economic status, a person of low moral character. Trash ass
That they
bitch need
say
to make
started from that
Yeah,
they say
she
started
a
from
trash
High
ass
IT.
key, she's for the streets.
So is that a prostitute?
damn.
Ooh, no, because it technically doesn't talk about receiving income for a favor. She's just the bottom of the bottom. The bottom of the shoe that gets stuck on the dog poo poo that you can't really clean off. It's a different kind of low.
So prostitute's not as low as that.
I think that a prostitute is exchanging goods. I think that a gutter snipe is a gutter snipe. It's not about money. It's about maybe perceived value, and everybody else understands that it's not what it is. She,
I wouldn't say a
she's for the streets
prostitute
and
is,
she's for the seats. It is
yeah,
what it is.
I wouldn't say a prostitute is a gutter snipe in that she's not being trifling. It's straight up pretty much is what it is. I'm
Right.
gonna give you this box, you give me this money. That's it. But you know, when you add that trifling in there and you just trash, you know what I'm saying? That's what'll take you to the gutter snipe level.
Well, I was going to
She's
ask you,
not a profession.
Kelly, what is when you saying trash? Like, is it because you said it's not whorish, but is it because she like is cruddy in her dealings with people? Like, talk what the trash part is.
Yeah, I mean, she just
She's outside, has no money,
like just yeah,
low morals.
I was gonna say she just bottom of the barrel, just a, she po and she look po and she act like she po and just she
Okay.
just trash.
So has nothing to
And
do with
and it's
being. Go ahead.
hmm,
Does that have anything to
I
do with her being whorish? That has nothing to do with that. So a woman could be a virgin, and still be a gutter snipe.
yeah,
Okay.
you can be a virgin and still be a gutter snipe because you
Okay.
trifling.
Okay.
And she's trifling by doing what?
Just being just overall like okay, you trifling like say you just scheming on people, trifling. You scheming on people, setting motherfuckers up for the okey doke. Um, whatchamacallit, it could be something like, you know, cheese, smiling your face, and then you turn around and you talking mad shit. Soon as the bitch you was just talking about hit the dough, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. Trifling.
Okay. But being a prostitute ain't trifling.
No, she ain't tricking nobody.
But trifling, that's the definition of trifling? Scheming?
Yeah, you presenting one thing and you acting totally
Anything
different. You
dirty,
trifling.
like mess, like dirty, no standards, don't bathe, hang out, priorities fucked up. Want to hang out, smoke weed, drink, hang with the niggas. It's like it's a weird and no money. You know, it's
Mm.
I guess
Okay.
Yeah, like y'all ain't never caught nobody trifling before.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
picture it.
If I
Okay.
saw you standing on the street corner, fucking niggas get dropped off, fucking other niggas get dropped off. I'm like, yo, she trifling.
Jesus. Father God.
Kelly just saying prostitute wasn't in the definition because you could be a rich prostitute.
Hmm.
I mean, it just
Right.
wasn't in the definition. That's not.
It can't be money based though, right?
Mm-mm.
It's money
It's more
based.
about behavior. I think it's behavior, and also the there's a difference since a professional woman of the night that this is her profession versus you just kind of out
Don't
here
do it.
outside, but
it ain't
outside on a
worth-
whole nother level.
It ain't worth justifying that, Tiff. You don't have to die on that hill.
So, okay, I'm trying to understand the definition, y'all. So, are we saying
I gotta understand this shit too.
like jumping from person to person, kind of getting what they can get from them and moving on? I mean, because y'all saying it's not about money and it's apparently not about sex. So, like, what is it?
It's a yes and a no. I hope that him.
Said
I
it's
hope that
not-
him plays the lady that talked about her husband being a simp.
Hold on.
That lady
Tiff.
is- she's a
Hold on. Yo, Tiff, you got it. All right, come on now. You can't jump in every time because we got to understand it, right? So, Tay, what is your question? And then let's get an answer to her question. What is
So
the question?
I was just for clarification. Is it more so like going from one person to another person, like using them and getting something out of them? But then I was conflicted because y'all saying it's not about money. So I'm just trying to figure out, well, what's the person doing? You're saying just a trifling person in these streets, but what are they in the streets doing? I guess I'm just confused.
behaving poorly.
But let's
Did you
think
see
about,
the
like-
definition? The definition said we're not saying anything. The definition said something about somebody behaving poorly, being outside in the streets.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. So, sis, on that point, how is a prostitute not a gutter snipe?
That's
Well,
what I'm confused about. Is it because they're making profit and then gutter snipes are just broke? Like, is it a profitable thing? Because
One is a
definition-
profession and one is a behavior.
In the
One is a
definition,
profession and one is a behavior.
but
in the,
there's prostitutes. There's
the
prostitutes out
definition
there.
said it's something about poverty. Read here, bring up
Low
the
economic
definition.
status. It
That's
says
number
Yeah.
2. But the
That's
first
what the
definition,
said.
sis, the first definition doesn't encompass that. That's the second definition.
But they're talking about moving from place to place. Like prostitutes do that, where they don't have a stable place. They go from hotel to hotel.
All right, it's a prostitute
no
too.
moral.
It's a prostitute too. Throw that bitch in a bunch. We don't. That's it.
I was just wondering what the
Right.
difference was.
Prostitute too. There is no difference.
Wait, so do we agree, Alex?
No. I mean, I guess in some okay, I'm gonna just take prostitutes out of the situation. When I hear the word gutter snipe,
No. You have
No.
to put prostitutes in there.
okay, some I know you don't like to use the word some. A portion of them
Nah,
I
is
guess
it a
could
minority or majority of prostitutes?
minority.
Okay.
I would say minority.
All right, go ahead, talk.
I would say minority, but when I think of the word gutter snipe, based upon the definition, I'm thinking of someone who lacks decency, decorum, who is the lowest of the low, who doesn't move with good intention.
Okay. And
That's
using
it.
your box for cash lends itself to
In regards to the prostitution, everyone isn't a prostitute that's standing outside in the corner. There are high-end prostitutes. Some would say that what these women on Instagram are doing is prostitution. So are they gutter snipes? They seemingly they appear clean. They appear to have their stuff together. Are they also gutter snipes? I don't know. I'm just asking. Love's nodding her head yes. I don't know.
That's what I was just wondering.
They making a profit. They making their money. If they're not hurting nobody, and I mean, I don't see what the issue is.
I guess sharing your puss for money would be gutter behavior.
But some prostitutes live like in penthouses and
is that majority of prostitutes?
hotel.
Is that the majority of prostitutes,
Well,
Mary?
they're sharing their puss in exchange. For
I mean,
money.
I believe the majority are not broke.
Ooh, bro, what you
That
mean?
falls into that low moral. That
Because they said
thirsty.
the gutter snipes or whatever they call them don't have no money. They're like,
You don't think the majority?
leech.
You don't. Let me ask you a question. You think the women on the street selling their vaginas aren't broke?
No,
What
I
do
don't
you think
think
the average? Let me
majority
give
of
you this.
women that sell sex are just like broke as far as like poverty and things like that. Like, no, I feel like they can have, you know, pretty. Listen, I fell across 304 TikTok, and
No, that's what I'm. So do you know, like, as an example, even though OnlyFans is a very small number of women, like it's less than 1% of women, right? But do you know the average money they make per month on there?
but that's not where the money at. It's not on.
You know
Only.
the average money they make per month up there?
No,
I think it's somewhere around like $300 on average.
right. That's
A
only.
month?
I'm talking about the.
Because you look at the big ones and you think that that's everybody, right? The ones that are super popular, but they don't got no money. They're not making no money.
But to me, those are just video girls. Like, it's not. When I talk about prostitutes, I'm talking about the people that's actually exchanging sex for money, and those are the ones, according to 304 TikTok, that are making the money. Like,
Damn.
so I do believe that a majority of them are not just like flat out broke.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Shit. There we go. Prostitutes are good or snipes. That's it. That's all I got. They fuck for money. And most of them are broke and on the streets walking. Good or snipe.
If they wore a Fitbit, they'll be in the. So what?
They'd be in the top 0.11% of active fitness users.
But majority of them,
Wow.
believe it or not, majority of them are not the bitches you see walking the street.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not. They're accessible through online websites and shit like that, and actually are making money.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
They
that.
still either take their clothes off, they take their
think that
clothes off for money, or they're fucking somebody on the internet for money. That's still the same.
No, I think it's a gutter snipe. No, I don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, I don't think the majority of them are broke. They're not. The majority of them are not now the ones that walk across the street. Like, they're not the ones
They
that
broke as shit, Mary.
Okay, so let's just say,
Are we
that-
talking about broke mindset or broke as in like
Money wise.
You need to go on 304 TikTok because
You let outliers.
I think what they're trying to say is if they don't have investments and money daily to buy stuff.
Ain't nobody trying to say nothing. They broke. That's what we saying. Y'all know they broke.
So can we just all agree that prostitutes or prostitution is some form or category of being a gutter snipe?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's just
Yo, are y'all shit? Hold on. That was 18 minutes. Do y'all realize that representation that was just exuded is crazy? That we argued over if women that sell a box for cash qualifies as a gutter snipe.
We all agreed.
We said that a long time ago. We all said that was.
they were.
No, but why do that? Why do that, Asia? If you know good and well everybody didn't agree to that until just now, and I still don't know.
A majority did. There may be one or two outliers, but a majority.
Alex didn't. Well, hold on. Alex didn't.
I did agree.
She did.
But you had to pull her molars out to get her to go. Tifocracy didn't. Callie didn't. Mary was on the fence.
I was never on the fence. That's why I asked the question.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's half.
I was never.
It ain't my fault. Like, are y'all? It's 300 people here. They all just witnessed us go back and forth if a prostitute is a gutter snipe.
Well, because the definition didn't have prostitution in there.
It had low morals, sis.
So we were talking about right, but that could be anything. Doesn't necessarily have.
It said wonder in the streets. It said wonder in the streets.
Where did it say that? Oh yeah, it did.
And also, gutter snipe is not a
Well,
gender.
it said in the streets like a child. No. But the definition does say a child in the streets. So we're not automatically thinking selling goods.
But that's what made me think of it. That's why I asked. I was like, isn't that considered like a prostitute? Because I was thinking about somebody being in the streets, not having a set place to live and shit like
I
that.
was thinking a gutter snipe doesn't have to be necessarily a prostitute. If the definition didn't read like that.
And then like the no morals thing, I think kind of took the cake on that.
All right, I have a video for you.
I'm stressed out.
Of when it was presented to me, this woman and what she said was considered a gutter snipe. I want to get you guys 2 cents on it. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.